Hello and welcome to Sunshine Fitness. My name is Sally and I am going to be taking you through a 25-minute seated exercise class. We're going to be doing 40 seconds of exercise followed by 20 seconds rest. We have 10 exercises to go through in this session, starting with a warm-up and then a cool down. All you'll need for today's session is a bottle of water and a couple of hand weights, or you may use a couple of tin cans or small bottles of water. Okay, and of course your sturdy chair. Let's get started. Rising the hands above the head, we're taking a deep breath in. Excellent stuff. And then from there, just start to bend the arm at the elbow and then clench the fists, releasing the fingers as you lower the forearms. Lovely. So to get the lower body involved, we're going to start lifting one leg at a time. We're aiming to keep our backs nice and tall, shoulders relaxed, easy breathing, and a big smile. Good stuff. Each of these warm-up exercises are about 20 seconds long. Just give you the chance to get into them. Excellent. And now we're going to reach one arm forward at a time as we lower the chest towards the legs. Important tip here is to keep the chin slightly lifted so you're not lowering the forehead and lifting it each time, therefore causing potential dizziness. So breathing through, lovely back extension here. Excellent. So we're going to begin to open up the hip here as we lift the knee and forearm and then open out to the side. Same leg each time, just allowing that extension of the hip flexor there. Excellent work. Beautiful. We're going to do both sides, making sure your water bottle is not in the way of the other leg. Also, just a quick note on the toes. They can be very lazy, our toes, and our feet can just hang. So we're going to just pick up the toes slightly so that they are causing a flat foot position. That's it. We want strong feet as well. Lovely. Prayer hands in the middle of the chest, sitting tall. We're going to just pull one elbow back at a time, which just causes us to slightly look over the shoulder. No force around the neck area here. Just a lovely rotation on the spine. One arm at a time, drawing back that elbow. Excellent. And then fingertips tucked behind the ear as we sit tall and begin to march the legs. Again, one knee at a time, lifting here, aiming to lifting the toes as well. Breathing in. Excellent work. And then in the same position, we're going to lower the chest towards the leg and really concentrate on that back extension. So just bringing mobility into that lower back area, which can be absolutely fantastic, just to help alleviate lower back pain, bring length through the spine, and movement that is going to help in the hip area as well. Superb. So, final exercise with a vigorous opposite arm and leg lift, working towards different sides, so opposite arm to leg here, but please don't worry too much if you have the same side. The important thing is that we're getting our bodies nice and warm for the workout ahead. That's it. Just flex and rotate the wrists and one foot at the moment, rotating one way and then back the other, change foot, and we repeat. Excellent stuff. Brilliant. Okay, we are ready for our main section. So, our first exercise are some hip tilts. So, for this, we're going to take the legs slightly wider than our hips, so about the width of the chair. You can hold a weight in both hands and then just begin to lift one buttock off the chair at a time. This may feel a slightly strange move to make, but it's so important. As I was saying about the lower back, when we have flexibility in the lower back, it enables us then to bring more mobility to the hip area. And so here we are, we're lifting a knee now as well. So this really is quite a strong exercise, but it's just bringing work into the side of the torso there, into your oblique muscles, as well as, that's it, into the glute area as well. Lovely. Squeeze and lift each buttock at a time, breathing through. It's a little bit harder than you first imagined. Okay, on to chair press-ups, not forgetting the water first. So for this exercise, we're just going to take our hands and place them either side of our chair. And then we're going to purposefully just push down into the hands, and that is going to lift our upper body just half an inch or so off the chair. But this is a great form of resistance training. And just remember, we do these exercises to help areas such as bone growth, okay? We want nice strong bones, and causing stress to the bones actually helps bring about the cell reproduction we want to see in our bones. And so this resistance training is just brilliant for that. Well done, you're nearly there. And we're going to end this out and send ourselves into a nice 20-second rest. Excellent. So take a deep breath, relax, and we're going to set up for bicep W's. So you may use your weights here or not, but we're going to hold one weight to the chest and walk that bottom forwards and then backwards. You have to excuse me, I've just realised the bicep W's are following this. This is our bottom walk. So we're taking that hip lift to the next level here. By lifting, that's it, those buttocks one at a time and moving forwards. And this really does make a big difference. Like if we are having to spend extended amounts of time sat down, we really want to keep the muscles working and strong in our hamstrings, in our quads, and in our bottoms. So that's really the muscles on the front and back of your thighs, and obviously on your bottom. Lovely. Now take a rest. As next up, we do have the bicep W's. So we're tucking the elbows into the sides, sitting tall, and we're just going to begin to draw a W with the weights. So up through center, and then changing direction at the shoulder as we take the weights out to the side. So this just targets a slightly different area of the bicep muscle. Lovely. And just breathe through. Excellent stuff. I always think of those as your shopping bag exercises where you're lifting and lowering things. Very, very important. Okay, so to the lower body we go with a leg lift. And we're going to be lifting up to the side, same leg to begin with. Don't worry which one you begin with, whichever it is, just remember it for next time. Oh, we've got an interloper there in the background, bless him. So lift that knee and the hand as we did in the warm-up, and we're opening and closing. Lift and lower. Excellent. So again, this is just bringing that mobility into the lower body, but it's also bringing some muscle strength because it's quite an effort to lift up your legs sat down. Those quadriceps are having to work very hard to lift up your leg and move it. Good work. That's it, give yourself a tap to recover. Okay, you're going to prepare for the other side. But before we do that, we're going to head into some tricep kickbacks and single overhead presses. So, as we did in the beginning, a chest reach forward, so you lean forward and then kick the weights behind you, bring them to the chest and press one arm overhead. Beautiful. So you're really targeting the muscles in the upper arms here, as well as in the shoulders as you take that weight above the head, and then down through the torso. That is helping to stabilize you in your core area as you take weights above your head. Excellent. Again, got that lower back mobility there, bringing great benefit down through the spine. Excellent work. Quick sip, enjoy the scenery, and then back to work. So we're now heading into the other side of our hip opener. And you can do this as shown just by holding the weight to your chest and lifting and opening the leg. You don't have to use the arm as well. So I like to show you modifications, just depending on how your body is feeling today. You can take either direction. That's it. Please think about lifting and opening through the knee, not the foot, because the foot will go out to the side and not the knee, but it's actually the knee that's going to activate the muscles that we want to use today, which is going to be those hip flexors. Excellent, you're nearly there, keep going. Whew, it's hard work. Do feel free to put down your weights at any point if you're using them. Excellent. Okay, so we have some target gun rotations here. So arms are straight out in front of the chest, fingers, the first two fingers pointed. And then you're just rotating through the upper back, hips and feet and knees are staying forward. And don't try and pull your arms too far back. We don't want to pull on anything or strain anything, but what we do want to do is encourage rotation in our spine. It's so important, even for just things like being able to turn to like pull your seat belt down or reach behind you. Having that mobility through the spine is just, oh my gosh, it's a wondrous thing. That's it. And even having those arms out in front, they will begin to weigh heavy. Good work. Okay, so we're at the penultimate exercise on our first round, side leans. Okay, so again, optional weight involved. We're going to do 3 leans to one side, back to center, and then change to the other. So the main point to be aware of doing these exercises is that you pull up through your core or your obliques, the muscles on the side of your waist. Just allow that area to pull you back up as opposed to your shoulders or even your head hoiking you up. You want all that work to come through the side of your body. And please just allow that arm just to hang down. Don't bend the elbow. There's a real temptation to lift the weight as you come up to center. And we want to keep it down by our side because that's what's helping to pull us off balance and create the workload. Well done. Okay, heading into the last exercise of this first round. Oh, this is a gem, this one. Inside leg lift. Okay, folks, sit up tall for this one. Hands on your hips, relaxing through the shoulder. We're going to do 4 on each side. So one leg at a time is lifting up and is nice and long. You're turning your toes out each time you do this because that's what really targets those muscles. It's those inner thigh muscles there, okay? You want to make sure that even if we're sat down, we're targeting as many muscle groups as possible. Keep breathing through this one. There's a real temptation to hold your breath. Excellent. I think he was catching fish. So that's it. Marvelous. Whew. Okay, so we're going to be heading into the second round of exercises, and here, to make sure that we are doing this within 25 minutes, we are going to do 2 of the exercises within our 40-second window. So join me as we begin those hip lifts again. So you're lifting up one side of your backside and then the other. That's it. Relax through the shoulders and really just allowing those muscles on the side of your waist to help draw up through the hip. Okay, So 20 seconds and then 20 seconds of chair presses. So as we did last time, hands either side of the edge of your chair, press up, pause a beat at the top, keep breathing and relax. Excellent. That 40 seconds went by very quickly. We're actually going to repeat those two exercises again, as they're dealing with such key muscle groups and just bringing in such targeted mobility. So hip lifts, 20 seconds only. That's it. So lifting up through the backside, really working into the side of the waist. That's it. You can push through the toes, and again you can lift at the knee either side if you want to. Finishing there, weight down, chair presses, nice and tall. That's it. Just lightly gripping the chair and then press up through the palms of the hands that are connecting to the top of the chair. Press, pause and release. Small move, but so excellent for building up strength in the upper body. Well done. Okay, quick water break. And then we should be going back into our bicep W's. So, weights in both hands, elbows tucked in, and just lifting and lowering through that really easy motion. Easy motion, but building strength in the front of the upper arm. Lovely. 20 seconds only. So we're onto the bottom walk, holding onto both weights here. So one buttock at a time lifts and moves either forwards or backwards. Excellent. Lifting the whole leg as you go. Okay, resting there. Lovely. So back again into our W's. Lift and lower. Marvelous. So again, that bottom walk, lift the leg, lift the knee, lift the buttock, that's it, to move forwards and backwards. Beautiful. Okay, you have another rest, 20 seconds as we just set you up for what that next exercise is going to be, which is our hip opener. So we're starting on one side for 20 seconds and then we'll be shifting onto the other. So join me now if you're ready. Lifting the hand, the leg, and opening with the knee. That's it, toes stay lifted as well. Fantastic. And then make that your last one as you change the weight over to the other hand. Stay tall. And then lift that foot, lift that knee, opening to the side. Lovely. You'll really feel that length beginning to occur on the inside thigh. That's great. Okay, back to those tricep kickbacks and single overhead press. So tall body, we're not going to round the shoulders over our knees. Instead, we're going to keep our shoulder blades held back as we lower the chest down, extend the arms behind and press one hand overhead. That's it. Keep that chin slightly lifted and keep breathing. Beautiful. excellent strength and mobility work occurring in the body right now. Breathing through. And then drawing things to a close. Marvelous. Okay. So we're heading into those target gun rotations here. So hips, knees and feet are facing forwards. You can use a weight if you wish to. This definitely adds another level of intensity here. If that aggravates your shoulders in any way, please do pop it down. But otherwise, that is exactly what you're going to be working on, are those arms and shoulders. Bringing strength through them and the core as you just take a slight turn left and right. Marvelous, excellent. So just to finish a few without the weight, just so that you feel clear and comfortable to put the weight down and take part without it. Super. Okay, 2 exercises to go. Our side leans. So we're doing 3 on each side here. Just lowering the weight halfway down towards the floor, and then using those muscles on the side of your waist to pull you back to center. 3 each side, and please just allow that arm to stay long. Don't bend it at the elbow each time you come up. We want that resistance to work. Excellent. Again, don't use the shoulders to pull yourself back upright. Do keep breathing and just keep the head from flopping down to the side, because again, if it goes too low, it's when we start to feel a little bit dizzy and wobbly. Beautiful. Okay, final exercise, inside leg lift. So we're coming towards the front of our chair, just so we've got a longer lever. You can have the hands on your hips or on the side of the chair, wherever's comfortable. Turn your toes out about a 45-degree angle on one leg, and then we're going to lift and lower. Fabulous. That's it, shake the sand off your toes. Toes turned out, so important this to really target those inside thighs. Doing such a good job. You're nearly there. We have a very cutesy fun ending for you as well, so stay with me. Fantastic. Oh, well done. Absolutely marvelous. Okay, that's it. Give yourself a round of applause. Brilliant. Okay, let's just stretch out as we finish our session today. So we're going to lift and lower the hands at the wrist, not the elbow, but the wrist. We're going to rotate through the hands and feet one at a time, both directions. And you can even gather the hands into a fist here. Just gently pulls the muscles slightly differently in the wrist and forearm, which is wonderful. Fingertips to shoulders, rotate the shoulders back, using the elbows here to really wind backwards, opening up through the chest. Beautiful. And then just tap the elbows together, and again open and close through the chest. And then from here, back to the prayer hands for that rotation on the spine. Beautiful. And then, as I always like to, have a lovely long sweep of the arm up and the opposite leg. Breathing in and out. That's it. Lengthening through the hamstring, the calf muscle in your back of your legs, and lengthening through the arm, the chest, and even into the side of the waist. Fabulous. Come towards the edge of your chair. We're going to lift one of the feet. We're going to place the heel out in front, pulling the toes back on that foot, pulling those toes back towards you as you lower your nose towards your toes. Fantastic. Oh, and there we go. Just to finish, a couple of deep breaths, arms out and wide, and there is Kitsune, the cherry on the top of your workout. Well done, guys. That's a goodbye from me and from Kitsune. You did a great job. 25 minutes done and dusted. Enjoy the rest of your day. God bless.